Straight ahead on 12 News, a New Hope woman warns others about a scam.
I hope that no one else has to go through what I went through.
Then high honors for students who could one day serve our country. But first, a show of unity for all religions in Brooklyn Park. 12 News starts right now. Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining us. Unifying people of different faiths, races, and cultures is no easy task.
And that's especially true after some of the incidents happening around the world involving ISIS and the subsequent backlash against Muslims. But as Delane Cleveland reports, Brooklyn Park is taking steps to create a culture of tolerance and unity.
Greetings in Islam, which means Assalamu alaikum.
Thursday night in Brooklyn Park, everyone from city officials
tonight, don't be afraid to ask questions
to religious leaders.
So at the end of the day, our differences is what makes us stronger, not weaker.
Packed into the city council chambers for an interfaith discussion on tolerance and unity.
I think we just want to make sure all people of faith feel supported, and that with the national dialogue on Muslims, we've been kind of concerned about hearing reports back of people being bullying or any kind of things where people feel like they're threatened.
Brooklyn Park Mayor Jeff Lundy helped organize this meeting as a chance to help people of different faiths feel welcome and supported.
We believe that people fear the unknown, and so when they start to talk to people, great things can happen.
It was a sentiment echoed by Muslim leaders who said that conversations are what can lead to trust at a time when anti-Muslim rhetoric isn't hard to find.
When we get to know each other, I think that will remove some of the fears that we have. The fear will never be truly eliminated, but we can minimize. We can begin to have a dialogue.
A dialogue, however, is just the first step of bringing the people of this diverse city together. The real test will be to spread that message beyond the walls of City Hall.
There's talk about field trips where they want to understand what happens at a mosque, and people in a mosque want to understand what happens in a church, and so that's a great thing.
This is just the beginning. I would hope that we have more of this type of meetings where we can truly be a show of security.
Well, about 100 people came out to Thursday night's event. Mayor Lundy says one of the goals of the meeting is for the religious leaders who were in attendance to spread what they learned to the members of their faith communities. Shannon?
Thank you, Delane. A New Hope woman fell for a scam that cost her more than $2,000.
And she wants to put out a warning so others don't do the same thing.
Wrap advertising is available to anyone.
For Linda Felker, the trouble started with an email she got on New Year's Eve.
$300 per week.
That's how much she would earn if she wrapped her car with an ad for a drink called Red Rain energy drink.
This is the Camry right here.
Linda thought getting paid to wrap her Camry with an ad sounded like a pretty good deal, so she emailed them back.
They just said that some graphic artist is going to come and put a wrap on my vehicle.
In a few days, she got a check for more than $2,400 and then was told to wire $980 to someone in El Paso, Texas to pay the graphic artist. Then came a request for $1,130 more. She wired that money too. A few days later, that $2,400 check bounced, and she knew she had been taken.
I'm financially stable. I mean, it's not like it's going to throw me under the bus, but yeah, it's a kick in the pants. And will I get it back? Probably not.
Dan Hendrickson of the Better Business Bureau says Linda is not alone.
These scammers are professionals. They know what they're doing. The emails look good. And usually they claim to be from products you've heard of, like Red Bull or really edgy products, companies that kind of go outside the box. So you think, oh, maybe this is just one of their fun campaigns, but that's what scammers are counting on.
I hope that no one else has to go through what I went through.
Linda told us she had recognized other scams before, but this one, she said, had so much detail it seemed like the real thing. She says never wire money to someone you don't know and check to see if a business offer is legitimate.
Authorities say a man shot and killed in Minneapolis is a Brooklyn Park man. 25-year-old Darnell Wilkes was found shot to death Tuesday in a North Minneapolis neighborhood. He died of a gunshot wound to his torso. So far, no arrests have been made.
Well, Congressman Eric Paulson today honored local high school students who received nominations to a U.S. Service Academy. Those students were treated to a special reception at the Brookdale Library. It's a prestigious honor to be named to a U.S. Service Academy. The schools want the best of the best, honor students, those with leadership skills, physical aptitude, and good character. Caden Dome from Wayzata High School is going to the U.S. Naval Academy.
I'm incredibly excited. I've wanted to go ever since probably summer just after my sophomore year, and to be honest, I would spend hours researching it on the internet.
Well, there were more than 30 nominees from the Northwest Metro, including 6 students from Wayzata High School.
A special taste of culture is opening soon in Brooklyn Park.
It's an exciting venture. I think it's a needed amenity in the city.
Hassanan Mohammed is from Somalia and wanted to bring a taste of home to Brooklyn Park. He's opening Savor Tea Lounge in the 7600 block of Zane Avenue. Mohammed is still putting the finishing touches on the place, and once it opens, customers will be able to get sandwiches, sweet treats, and of course, tea.
We will concentrate mostly on having it spiced up, not only main black tea. So we want to bring some kind of different tea so people can feel a different kind of aroma on a tea, different kind of a flavor, something that is exciting.
A soft opening will be held on Saturday with the official grand opening on Monday.
A Brooklyn Park student wants more kids to get involved in city government. 9-year-old Charity Duran is a homeschool student who has an idea for students to learn about City Hall by setting up a program much like the National Park Service's Junior Ranger program. She wrote about her idea in an essay for a statewide contest sponsored by the League of Minnesota Cities on how to get people involved in city government.
Sometimes the best ideas come from kids because they're young, they're fresh, they have the new ideas that will attract the people.
She's convinced me. Out of more than 600 entries, Charity won a top spot. She'll get $100 and be honored at an upcoming Brooklyn Park City Council meeting. And she will also get some one-on-one time with the Brooklyn Park mayor. So how about that? Good kid.
Yeah, Mayor Lindy better look out, right?
That's right.
Coming up, volunteers in Golden Valley provide hope for the hungry.
And then later in sports, Wayzata's boys hockey team shoots for another win and an impressive stretch for the Trojans.
But first, a mild weekend in store, a chance for a mix of rain and snow on Sunday. Spring fever can be found at Target Field. TwinsFest starts tonight and runs through Sunday. While the ball field is frozen and snow covered, the concourses were busy with vendors getting their memorabilia and souvenir displays ready. Manager Paul Molitor, Brian Dozier, and others were also there for a luncheon. And Twins officials say the northwest suburbs are a key part of their fan base, and they say the team will continue to be active in the area.
Some of those first-ring suburbs might be Brooklyn Park, Brooklyn Center. We're looking for ways to expand some of our youth baseball, softball programs in urban areas. We think that's an opportunity for us. And then longer term, one of the things we're really excited about is the Botno line with light rail connecting through all those communities directly terminating here at Target Field. We think that's going to be a huge benefit.
TwinsFest features autograph sessions, clubhouse tours, and boardwalk-style amusement activities. Volunteers in Golden Valley have been working all week on a very big task.
They hope to make more than 750,000 meals to send to hungry children all over the world. Calvary Lutheran Church in Golden Valley is coordinating and hosting the massive effort, and that's where Eric Nelson is live now. Hi, Eric.
Hey, Shannon and Mike, you know, this truly is an epic effort. 3,500 volunteers from all age ranges have been here all week for a great cause. And joining us now is Dawn Dresser. We call this Hope for the Hungry, and there's a reason that's why we say Hope for the Hungry, because there is hope, isn't there?
There is, and we're trying to feed 2,200 kids around the world that are suffering from malnutrition. Right now, 6,200 kids die a year from malnutrition, and we want to reduce that amount.
And for you, this is a labor of love, isn't it?
It is, and we've got a lot of core volunteers that are here every day, every shift. We've been here since Sunday. We end tomorrow night about 8 o'clock, and we will have packed 750,000 meals.
Yeah, good stuff. And when you see the abundance of food on this planet, in this state, in this city, nobody should go hungry.
Well, we have the means to be able to feed these kids. So we are doing it here through packing the food. We're working with Feed My Starving Children, and they have a great product that feeds them, and it meets their needs. It meets their nutritional needs.
Well, congratulations. Great job by everybody, and the enthusiasm is unbelievable.
It's wonderful. And thank you for being here.
All right, very good. That's Dawn Dresser. And again, it is called Hope for the Hungry. It runs through Saturday here in Golden Valley at the Calvary Lutheran Church. So really just a tremendous cause, Shannon and Mike, and a lot of kids are going to benefit from this.
That's right. Thank you, Eric. It's always a fun time out there, too, all that meal packing. Coming up, a detour along country roads in Plymouth.
But first in sports, local skiers dominate at the Lake Conference Nordic Championships. John Jacobson with that and more when we come back.
Conference meets are pretty efficient in the Lake Conference with just 5 teams. A talented group of Nordic skiers hit the course for the Lake Conference Championships on Thursday. Wayzata sophomore Anders Sorensen takes first in the boys skate race with a time of 16 minutes, 6.97 seconds. He wins the overall pursuit title. His teammate Andrew Milan is second and Luke Golan is third as the Trojans sweep the top 3 spots. In the girls' pursuit, Hopkins' Claire Benton is the winner with a time of 39 minutes, 45 seconds, or 45 and 67.67 seconds. And her teammate Renee Anderson not far behind, taking second. Michaela Keller-Miller is third for Wayzata with her sister Christine in fourth. Trojans win the team title, and here's what the champions had to say about the race.
You know, the conference, I think we were second here last year, and so today we were really gunning for having great races, and we delivered, so that's good.
The conditions weren't great. It's kind of slushy out, it's icy in spots, but I think our whole team was really confident going into it because we trust our coaches.
Here's a look at the team scores. Wayzata boys take 5 of the first 9 places to win it. Eden Prairie is second, followed by Minnetonka, Edina, and Hopkins. The Wayzata girls edge Hopkins by 1 point for the title. Those top 2 and top-ranked Armstrong will battle for the Section 6 title on Monday. Eden Prairie, Edina, and Minnetonka are 3, 4, and 5. After a bit of a rough stretch in late December and early January, the Wayzata boys hockey team is coming on strong. The Trojans beat good Edina, Minnetonka, and Grand Rapids teams, and they look to make it 4 wins in a row as they faced off with Hopkins. Wayzata on the power play. Hank Sorensen shoots. Luke Patterson whacks at the rebound. Sorensen will push it over, make it a 1-0 Trojans lead. They add to that lead coming up. Matt Nelson, a nice effort, avoids the hit and then fires the shot low on the stick side, and it's 2-0 Wayzata after 1. Second period, Hopkins on a power play. Hunter Stack finds Peyton Bolstead for the tip in. Royals pulled it within 2-1. 10.5 minutes left in the period. Wayzata answers as the pass finds Colin Schmidt for the goal 2 minutes after the Hopkins tally. And they get another on a power play. Patterson's between the legs shot saved, but Jeff Grenagers puts the rebound away, and Wayzata skates to a 4-1 win. They visit number 2 Eden Prairie on Saturday. Champlin Park's boys hockey team has fared well of late. The Rebels are 4-1-1 in their past 6 games. Osseo hoping to get a split of the season series with the Rebels. Up 1-0. Champlin Park's Sam Schuster scoring his second of the game. 2-0 in the second period. Odd man rush for the Rebels. Will Ellingson carries it deep, almost loses it, and then slides it to Brady Swanstrom for the goal. Champlin Park leads 3-0. Osseo's Anthony Fetzik keeps the puck in at the blue line. Max Johnson deflects it home and gets the Orioles on the board. They trail 3-1 after 2 periods. In the third, Fetzik wins the race to the puck and fights off a stick check to score a shorthanded goal to make it 3-2, but Champlin Park takes a 4-2 win. Cooper's girls basketball team is a co-leader right now in the Metro West Conference. The Hawks were shooting for another win at home Thursday when they hosted Benilde-St. Margaret's. Yu Long with a 3 for Cooper. She's one of 4 Hawks to score at least 8 points in the game. Off a steal, Cooper executes a perfect fast break here, 2 passes, and then a layup for Drew Gaston, and it's 15-4. Benilde was down 3 starters in this game, but Brooke Stanley stepped up and scored a game-high 13 points. Cooper extends its lead. Long corner 2-pointer by Elizabeth Hepp helps the Hawks go ahead 33-15 at halftime. More of the same in the second half. Cooper on the run. Asia Wheeler, nice move to split the defenders who score in a layup. And then Micaiah Harvey picks up a loose ball and takes it in for 2 more as she's fouled in the play, and the Hawks win at 65-30. Cooper hosts Richfield next Friday. And the Wayzata hosting Maple Grove Friday night live girls hockey on Channel 12.
Right? All right, good game. Thanks, John. Still ahead, experiencing a Rocky Mountain high right here in the Northwest Metro.
We'll be right back.
If winter has got you longing for some sunshine on your shoulders, there's a performance happening at the Plymouth Playhouse that just might fit the bill.
And Neil Persley explains in today's Weekend Showcase.
Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy.
Born Henry John Duchendorf Jr. on December 31st, 1943, John Denver was one of the most beloved entertainers of the 70s, and Dennis Curley brings a little of the joy, sadness, and goofiness found in his music to life on stage at the Plymouth Playhouse.
Sometimes we grow together, sometimes we drift apart. A wiser man than I might know the seasons of the heart.
If you let yourself just experience the music, it touches people still to this day in a really profound way. Whether they experienced it for the first time at an important moment of their life, or they're just hearing it for the first time, something about the way he put music and lyrics together.
Denver had 4 platinum albums and released over 300 songs, 200 of which he composed himself. Country Roads is carried by Dennis, but he's backed up by 6 very talented musicians providing a great live sound.
It's like you're in your living room sharing an evening with all of your friends enjoying John Denver's music.
The show is great for all ages with a rating of RMH, sure to leave you with a Rocky Mountain high. For Weekend Showcase, I'm Neil Persley, 12 News.
Country Roads is on stage at the Plymouth Playhouse through May 1st. I like that RMH rating. I remember all that stuff on like cassettes in the car way back in the day.
So you could go and sing along.
No.
We'd let you.
That's it for now. Thanks for joining us, everyone.
And we'll see you again tomorrow starting at 4 o'clock.